Welcome back to House to Home. We are on week 6, and last week we were looking at where to start on a project like this, and this week we're looking for, wait, oh my goodness. We were missing something.
Just a minute. Hold on. Just a minute.
You looking for a belt to keep your pants on? What you got there? Holy smokes!
Heartland Building Center set us up with some Milwaukee cordless tools.
Nice, a whole set of them. Look at this. That's awesome.
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, we started without you.
Thank you.
No problem. I got this.
I know you do. Thank God somebody's got this. House to Home, huh? What is this, episode 642?
What? No, it's somewhere in there. Who cares anymore?
Episode 6, oh yeah, keep us in line. Today, we got some cool stuff going on. I know we're in the midst of construction. However, it's time to think about crappers.
Well, okay.
Low flow, high flow, shower nozzles, and I have no idea for sure what we're doing, but we're gonna go inside and kind of take a look at the plan. I think we might even have some experts coming.
Awesome.
I hope.
Awesome. Breaking our new tools.
We're bringing our Milwaukee tools with us, huh?
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's go inside.
It's not hard to figure out why Western Stone & Hayes is so busy these days. Since opening their doors in 2008, their motto has been a simple one: offer a high-quality product in a very timely manner. Take a look around. Their work speaks for itself. If it's important to you to have someone call you back, getting the job done quickly, professionally, and on budget, then give Western Stone a call to book your project today. With everything manufactured on site, Western Stone products are built to outlast the competition. Western Stone, just east of Walmart in Hayes.
Inspiration, it's all around us. You just need to know where to look. Investing in your house is one of the best financial things you can do for your family. At First Assured Mortgage, we're inspired by you to help you find the best loan for your needs. Come and see us at First Assured Mortgage, where we're locally owned, and we'll meet you anytime, in the evening or during the day. 785-621-4447.
It began as a promise. Son, we're going on a road trip. That promise has lasted over 30 years. Our dream is to visit every national park in America. It's been countless bumps along the way, but we'll just keep moving on, pursuing this amazing dream.
And I will do it for you,
For auto, home, life, and health, see American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole of Hayes and Ellis.
If you're ready to replace your bath or shower enclosure and want a professional installation, stop by Advantage Glass Plus in Hayes. Select a standard or customized enclosure, framed or frameless, with hinged, pivoting, or sliding doors. Give your bath some personality and style with patterned glass available in many textures, including obscured, clear, and rain. Let the glass experts from Advantage Glass Plus create your new bath enclosure. 1005 Vine in Hayes. Find our ad in the Next Tech directory.
So this is where the addition will be, right here, and actually we're standing right where the addition is going to be.
Yeah, okay.
That's the big old Bobcat excavator. We're going to dig out these trenches right here. Oh, hey, we're back. House to Home. I always forget we're doing a show, huh?
Yeah.
We just kind of get relaxed and have fun.
Yeah.
But you can see, holy moly, we've torn out all the water lines. All the sewer lines are gone. The kitchen sink is in the backyard, literally, and we've got this. The furnace is back here. What else we got? We got a whole trailer load of scrap metal, from the ductwork to the let's push that back up. That thing we need to tighten the hinge on that elbow, don't we? Yeah, we've just wait a minute. Jeff's got a new toy and he needs to take pills for that because it keeps dropping down. But we've got a lot of stuff going on here, and you know, we got these plans and.
Wow, this looks like a Chris Munch project.
What makes you say that?
All this stuff?
Stuff? You mean landscaping?
Landscaping.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks great. You're doing a great job.
I'm betting my neighbors love me, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hey, Merf from Western Supply, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you do at Western Supply?
Sell plumbing supplies, P-traps, toilets.
Well.
Anything you need for this house.
Bathtubs?
bathtubs, we do.
I think you just delivered me one,
I
didn't you?
just did.
I tried to get him to bring his nipples, and he said he did, but
I thought about it. I honestly thought about it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about there.
Yeah, we did.
I'll tell you what.
We did talk about that.
We did. Murph, and you know what? I'm telling you, I'm going to need some help on this house because, you know, we literally have torn this house up. You were just in there, weren't you?
Yes.
Looking around. I mean, it's not pretty.
It's beautiful.
I know. Especially that huge 6 by 12 foot hole in the kitchen floor.
I like the built-in ironing board.
Yeah, I know.
I did
I
see
think
that.
He demoed
Isn't that cool?
I did.
Yeah.
I seen that.
And actually, we're going to leave that.
I think I would.
To cut cheese and sausage on.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Snacks.
Snacks. You never know.
You never know.
Well, you know, I'm glad you're here today, and I'm glad you delivered the tub, and I'm glad you're willing to do this with us because, you know, I think a lot of people get overwhelmed in a project, any project. You're redoing your bathroom right now, and it's a big project.
Well, yeah, and the plumbing for me is the scariest part because water can cause so much damage if it gets out of control.
No, it's the electricity that's the most dangerous. I mean, you get shocked, you know, with this here just drips. Who cares? Put a bucket under it.
I did flood our basement once.
You
no,
did?
my husband did. So.
So you put in a new toilet. Mm-hmm. You're putting in a new bathtub. Mm-hmm. You're putting in a new sink and vanity. Mm-hmm. I mean, you redid the whole thing.
We did the whole thing.
You tore it out, just kind of like.
Kind of like this, but small scale.
Smaller scale.
One room.
You mentioned her. I just had a fiberglass tub delivered. Murph brought me a fiberglass tub.
Yeah.
You got a cast iron.
Yeah, we did.
What is wrong with you? Do you know that they weigh
Oh,
like
my goodness.
600 pounds?
340 pounds.
My tub weighs. What do you think?
Probably a couple of hundred, maybe.
Oh my goodness! See what you could have done? You could have saved all that trouble.
You could have, I mean, yeah, it took 4 guys to carry it in and get it into the bathroom, but, I mean, it lasts a lot longer. It's going to stay, you know, it'll look good longer, and it holds the heat longer if you're taking a bath. There's benefits to each.
Heavy.
Yes. But once it's in place, it's in place.
Right.
How many times are you going to be moving that tub?
Well, that is true. I agree with that. Murph?
Never, hopefully.
Yeah.
Do most people put in? What do people do when they come in? When they come into your store and they start looking around and they see, you know, aisles and aisles of fittings and aisles of pipe and plastic, and then you've got, you know, you walk into your place and there's not just one toilet. There's 459 toilets and there's 65 faucets and there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, is it overwhelming to people? Do they just literally kind of go, do they lock up?
Well, our place is a good place to start. That way we can kind of help them and explain. My goal is always to educate people when they come in, give them the choices, and that way they know when they leave. I always tell them, now you got your choices, now decide what you want. So there is quite a bit, but really, you know, fiberglass is probably the most common thing now. Mm-hmm. Cast iron, you just don't find too much anymore. So, fiberglass, acrylic units, we have all that. Stools, we have a nice selection of those, different comfort heights. We have
comfort height.
Yes.
You mean those type? You mean those kind of set up high when you're on it, you're perched up there like a gargoyle?
And I can't touch the
swing
floor.
your feet.
Yeah, I kick my feet. Man, I'll tell you what, that's gonna take a tall crapper for me.
Yeah.
You have one like we can put on a stand because.
Yes.
But yeah.
Right.
So we just help people understand what's available, and you know, make it a little easier, maybe. Okay.
That makes sense because it is overwhelming. I mean, you know, do they come in with plans? A lot of people.
Sure.
They do. So they have a kind of an idea where they're headed.
Exactly.
And they have some ideas of whether they're going for one bathroom or they're adding a bathroom or they're just going to yank out their toilet or what. So do you also kind of give them some direction on installation and those?
Sure. Absolutely.
I mean, I know I've called you
multiple. We've done a lot together.
We've done a lot together.
Yes, we have.
Heating and air unit. I'm telling you, you've taken me through the whole gamut, all the way down to landscape sprinkler systems you've helped me with. But you know, and it's
whirlpools.
Oh yeah, yeah, whirlpool tubs. You even have those.
We have some of those on display. So.
Wow. So you have a pretty cool display room.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean,
Actually, we have a couple display rooms, and we have people to take care of you.
And the Onyx shower bases.
Those are cool.
Which is kind of cool because. When I came in and I was talking to Cole down at the store, I said, you know, I want a specific thing. I want a neo-angle. I wanted a low profile. I wanted a dark color. He's like, well, here, boom, 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 boom. He laid it out.
Right.
And he said, give me the dimensions, and it was no problem at all.
We can do standard stuff. We can take out a bathtub and put a shower in. or we can customize. We can do something, you know, 8 by 8. We can do walls of glass. There's a lot of different options that you can do. Built-in seats. You know, there's a lot of different things we can do.
Wait. Built-in seats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do people actually sit down in the shower?
Well, you know, if you get tired, you may want to rest a little bit. I mean, you know.
Or just gotta shave your legs, you know. I mean.
Oh yeah, that's right. When I shave my legs, because that's tough when I, you know, use that blade that's wide. It's got like 12 notches on it.
That's got to be a pretty sight.
No, it's not. You know, and I think what's cool is you know, not only at your store, but there's professionals all over the country that can help people. When you go in and you're lost, you don't even know where to begin. You just go in and start asking. I think a lot of people in general maybe just Google things and then they're like kind of get a little bit nervous and then they don't ever do it, you know.
Yeah, I like to show people, and that way they can actually see what they're getting.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
talk about repair parts, because anything you buy and anything with water, you know it's going to need help some days. So it's so important to be able to get parts and service.
How true is that?
Yeah.
You put a new shower in, you get that mounted into the wall. Last thing you want to do is put something in cheap, and then you can't get parts for it in the future.
Right.
You want to be able to just pop that cartridge out.
Right.
Which, by the way, I got to tell you, and I never did really share this, but that little thing you take off the front with the water on, I kind of forgot that came flying out of there one day, and you know, I was holding it and the water was squirting. But
did I forget to tell you to shut the water?
I think you forgot.
Seems like an obvious thing
You got to start off with this as a football, I'm telling you. Which, by the way, I was just going to tell you, I hauled my cast iron tub to the dump.
Oh, I should have bought yours.
You could have just had mine.
I had yours.
So, we talked about all these things. I think what we need to do is, there's a whole nother side of this stuff to talk about, and it's the water conservation side.
That's right.
You know,
Especially
as
here in
much
Hayes.
as much as I'd like to use the old toilet, what I nicknamed the big gulp, you know, I think those days are over. You got to save water. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to bring in an expert that knows a lot about water conservation and with the city of Hayes, and he just has some good ideas.
Good.
So hey, when we come back, join us in a couple minutes. Bye-bye.
Western Supply in Hayes has been working with local contractors and homeowners for over 25 years, providing faucets and fixtures for new home and remodeling projects. Come on into Western Supply and let their in-house consultants work with you. Western Supply has 2 brand new showrooms full of ideas to meet all of your kitchen and bath needs. If you can dream it, we have it. Everything from one-piece and multi-piece showers to bathroom tubs and tops. It's all right here.
Come see us at Western Supply, 1207 Cedar, Hayes.
Your house, you've painted it, fixed it, you've insured it, paid its taxes, and you've loved it. We think it owes you big time. So at Bank of Hayes, we've made it easy to take some of that equity you put into your house and turn it into cash you can put in your pocket. And with that cash, you can do anything. With Home Equity Line of Credit, we'll make your house pay. And it's about time.
Building better ways. The Bank of Hayes.
Building better ways, the Bank of Hayes.
Why go anywhere else but Horizon Appliance and Electronics for quality name brand appliances like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Maytag, plus many state-of-the-art electronics such as Samsung, LG, and Sharp TVs, plus America's most recommended mattress, Tempur-Pedic, even Traeger grills. A full selection of quality appliances, electronics, and mattresses all under one roof. Horizon Appliance and Electronics in Hayes, open 7 days a week.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Gable with Technology Integration Solutions. Call us today for a free estimate and let us see how we can simplify things for you.
Oh, sorry, we're kind of mesmerized by the dead cat hanging from the ceiling. Well, welcome back to this show. That's the home, that's what we're doing. me, Kris, Andrea, and we are joined by an actual professional today. Merf was a pretend professional. This segment we've brought in a real professional, Jason from the city of Hays.
Yep.
And your title at the city of Hays is what?
Water Conservation Specialist.
A water conservation specialist.
That's right.
So what does that entail?
Well, you know, day to day, I'm out talking to people, trying to get people to take part in our rebate programs, trying to, you know, give them ways to save water. You know, good habits are very important, but so is efficient technology, maybe as important as good habits. You know, and it's really a continuation of habits we all learned as kids. Take a short shower, shut the water off.
Wait a minute, short shower now.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you a quick question. So in the morning when my alarm goes off at 4, like that sounds good. When it goes off, I get up and I go in, I turn my water on hot on the shower. Then I go down, I make coffee, and I have a bagel, let the dogs out, come back up, and my bathroom's all steamy and warm. Would that be considered water?
That's not a short shower.
That's not a short shower.
Try to keep them under 8 minutes. Or 5 minutes is better, as quick as you can.
It takes 6 minutes for water to run from here to my feet. I'm 6'4".
You must have a really low flow shower.
Low flow shower head. Okay, here's where we're going to start, because we actually have we're standing in what's going to be a bathroom, a master bath, and it's obviously not quite. We got a little caulking, a little sweeping up, but you've got a toilet sitting here, and you said it's a low flow, and I mean it's like an extremely low flow.
It is. It's ultra high efficiency.
And so here, I got a question for you. I want to put back in this house the old, 12-gallon per flush toilets, because, I mean, listen, I've got a large cast iron sewer line going out, and I've heard through the grapevine that you just can't use these low flows with these kinds of sewer lines.
That's a common misconception. And really the first high efficiency toilets that came out, early 90s, were 1.6. It was part of the Energy Policy Act. 1.6 gallon per flush became the standard. Now a lot of those early ones were double flushers, were triple flushers, because they didn't change anything about the body of the toilet itself. They would just try to dam up the tank. They'd use quick close flappers.
We would stick a milk jug in there.
Or you stick a milk jug or a brick. I heard a brick a lot too.
Yeah.
But they didn't change anything about
bricks and toilets before.
They didn't change anything about the bricks or about the about the trap size or about the amount of water. So it's used to flushing 3 gallons a minute or 3 gallons a flush, and you're trying to do 1.6. It's obviously going to have performance issues.
Right. So you bring in this fancy old toilet now. How are you going to convince me that that's going to work? Because I'm telling you, change is hard, and I'm talking even. There's a lot of people in the city of Hays. There's a lot of people all over the country that have those regular old porcelain toilets,
the old dinosaur toilet.
The old dinosaur toilets that just, they flush perfect. Why would I switch?
Well, not just the water savings, but performance-wise, they're better. Water savings obviously is a big part of what I do. This particular toilet eligible for a $150 rebate from the city of Hays.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Now you're talking.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Now we're okay. Wait a minute. So you're going to help me buy that toilet?
Yep. I'm going to help you buy the toilet. I'm going to make your home more water efficient. Family of 4 can pay for it. The price of the toilet minus the rebate pay back in about 6 months. Wow. And it can also, after that, save up to $7,500 a year on water and sewer costs. So it's
okay. Now that's pretty amazing. What did you put in your house?
We did the lowest flow. Yep, this one right here, and there's a tier. Depending on how the low flow is, that you get more money back for it.
That's right. This is a 0.8 gallon per flush eligible for $150. A 1 gallon per flush is eligible for $100. And a 1.28, which is a water sense label toilet. Any water sense label toilet is eligible for a rebate through the city of Hays, at least $50.
Well, is this kind of a common practice like in other cities, or is it just a Hays thing?
No, it's not common practice in a lot of Kansas communities, right? But desert Southwest communities, and Hays really is on the forefront of water conservation. And a number that I think I try to focus on positive reinforcement. 95 gallons per person per day for Hays. That's the best in the state, best in the region. That's something Hays should be very proud of.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
That is pretty amazing.
And that's an attribute to citizens, both past, present, future, and past city officials. That have helped push and make this into the forefront.
That's pretty cool. So we've talked about toilets now. Merf just dropped off a bathtub for me. We were having this banter in the back and forth. She put in a cast iron, I'm putting in a fiberglass. you know, when it comes to those kind of products, obviously they don't make water-saving bathtubs. Right. I mean, a bathtub is to catch water, but how can I save water? You know, I was joking earlier, I don't actually do that most of the time. Take a shower and then, you know, let it run for, I mean, most of the time I don't, but a couple times I've forgotten, I think it's age. So how do you save water in a shower then?
Well, City of Hayes has a shower head exchange program. If you spin your old shower head off, take it down to City Hall, 1507 Main, the finance office, and we've got 4 $5 options, 2 free options. They're very nice shower heads. They're not the old needle throwers that you think is a low flow shower head. You know, they're high efficiency shower heads. They're very nice. They're $25, $30 retail shower heads for $5. So
wow, that's what first thing I remember. Low flow. It's like pins and needles hitting me from the old days.
Yeah.
How about kitchen? What can you do in the kitchen?
Well, in the kitchen you can do faucet aerators. We give away for free faucet aerators, and you know we've got everything from just lavatory faucet aerators, which, you know, a half gallon to 1 gallon a minute is plenty for that, to a 1.5, which would be good for a kitchen.
And you know, I think we actually got from the city an aerator that you could adjust the settings.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's what we have in our kitchen.
Yep, so if you've got it in your kitchen and all you can do is wash your hands, you can leave it on the 0.5, and if you're going to fill up a pot for pasta, you can put it on the 1.5.
That's pretty cool. So it's kind of making sense now as I go through these plans. I can start thinking about, well, wait a minute. I do see why these would be a good thing. I mean, number one, just to be a good citizen of this community. I don't want somebody to come down to my house and turn the tap on. It's like drip, drip, because we ran out of water. Right. You know, well, let's start saving now. So very good information. Very good information. And I'm going to make a list of what things I'm going to use in what bathrooms and where we're going to go with this, so I can take my permit down, finish my permit at the city. So, goodness, thank you for joining us.
You bet.
I got a funny feeling we're going to see you a little more often.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I do too. So anyway, we will be right back in a moment, and Andrea and I will wrap up with a few thoughts.
After a hard day's work, there's nothing quite like enjoying an ice-cold beer and biting into a juicy Q burger from the Golden Q in Hayes. The Q offers 12 beers on tap from the ice-cold Blizzard beer system, poured at a chilly 27 to 30 degrees. When it comes to burgers, the Golden Q is the only choice. Try the Q burger or one of the many specialty burgers like the Bacon Extreme or 4-cheese double cheeseburger. If a burger's not your thing, a delicious sandwich or bowl of homemade soup is waiting for you. And remember, if the game's on, they're open. The Golden Q, 8th and Ash in Hayes.
I'm Jennifer Tepfer, and I found my new home at Williams Real Estate.
I'm Jerry Wilson, and I found my new home at Williams Real Estate.
I'm Jennifer Johnson, and I found my new home with Williams Real Estate.
We found our new home. Let us help you find yours.
Williams Real Estate, for residential or commercial, 1011 East 27th Street in Hayes in the Eagle Business Plaza. Or you can see them online at williamsrealestate.net.
Midwest Energy is a cooperative, meaning that our electric and natural gas customers are also our owners. Serving nearly 92,000 customers in 41 counties in central and western Kansas, Midwest Energy's employees are proud to bring you safe, reliable, and affordable energy services. Learn more at mwenergy.com. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.
Since 1892, Heartland Building Center has continued to provide
Northwest Kansas with superior customer service and quality products.
Offering high-performance windows and doors,
beautiful cabinetry,
floor and roof trusses,
storage sheds, lumber, and decking.
Everything for the professional and the do-it-yourself homeowner.
With a full line of hardware. 2 superior paints and stains.
We've got it.
At your locally owned and operated Heartland Building Center, Hayes, Stockton, and Russell.
We are cruising, huh?
Yep.
Today's going fast. What do you think of that sun?
It's bright, but I'm glad
day.
for the warmth.
Yes, me too. Hey, welcome back to House to Home. Andrea and I, again, great people, great information.
Yeah.
Jason from the city. I mean, I'm telling you, good stuff.
Hey, I don't have time to stand around and talk. I got to get back to work.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, the best thing I've seen of you is your back, so get the heck out of here. I'm telling you. Hey, thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks for everything. Hey, by the way, you know what? You can get those 0.8 gallon toilets from those guys. He'll deliver it. He'll install it. He'll He gives away free wax rings at parades, at local parades. Speaking of a wax ring, you need a wax ring.
You do, yeah.
When you're.
Unless you want it to, you know, all
like
run out on the floor.
Wish he could be just a. He just realized he can't drive down the alley. We got him blocked in. Hey, that's all right. Okay, let's go back. We got to recap. The plan, we started here, right? Well, this way.
Started here, yeah.
All the stuff torn out of the house. You know, after talking with Merf, after talking with Jason from the city, you know what? I've got a plan. I think I've got an idea. You know, originally, you know, the idea that I can't use low flow toilets in here because I have a 4-inch cast iron pipe or clay tile going to my sewer. I can use them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a myth, and that's a worry so people that are out there actually really and truthfully should switch out their toilets.
Yeah.
Especially with a rebate.
Yeah, and we have a great rebate. And those toilets, you know, we've switched out all of ours to that, and they work great. I mean, if you worry that it's not going to get the job done, it gets it done in one flush. If you need a second flush, it's still less than your old toilet would have used.
It's a delicate subject, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
Toilets. The double flush.
Hey, something else though with water conservation that we haven't touched on yet is if you have leaky faucets or anything like that, you know, that's not that hard to fix. You can,
you mean like a dripping kitchen faucet or a bathroom faucet?
Go online again. We've talked about Googling things or whatever, but you know, you just take apart and you can get cartridges, and like for $5, you can get a kit that has all the parts in it that you need to replace it.
So that's and you know what? That even has the directions in here.
It does have the directions in
I mean,
there,
first thing a guy does, we throw those away.
Yeah, I know it. Or you just remember how you took it apart to begin with. Yeah.
And you can get, whoa, I think that furnace just fell in the garage. That's what I love about real world. One of the things you can do is, if you know, a lot of people say, well, I don't even know where to begin. If you look on your faucet, right on the front, there's usually a brand on there, and you can go down to Western. You saw, you know, Merf, hey, I need this is the faucet I've got. What cartridges do you have? And they can help you. And then you've brought an aerator along with it. Is that one of the free ones you got?
This is one of the free aerators that I got from the city. And this one's real easy. You just take your pliers and you unscrew the old one and you put this one in there, and that's it. That's all it takes.
And it kind of it adds air into the water, so you're not using so much water.
And it's got kind of a strainer, like when you're straining, spaghetti noodles. It's got a strainer in there instead of it just rushing out of it.
And another thing you can do too is, some people will turn on their faucet and it's a real low. They can unscrew that, and sometimes that just gets dirty, and they can clean that out. But while you have it off, go down to the City of Hayes. They'll give you a free one. So good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff. I feel much better now that I have a plan. I know that I like to wing it a lot, but a plan is good, huh?
Usually it's a good idea.
It is good. I'll tell you what, thanks for joining us on House to Home. Andrea, another one down. Good stuff. I tell you what, we'll be back in just a couple moments, and we will do If My Walls Could Talk.
With high winds and sub-freezing temperatures, Kansas winters can be brutal. But take heart, Glassman Plumbing, Heating and Air is only a phone call away. We will service your existing furnace system, or if required, replace it with a high-efficiency Carrier system. Affordable, warm comfort from Glassman and Carrier. Turn to the experts and stay warm and cozy all winter with Glassman Plumbing, Heating and Air.
The choice is perfectly clear. Glassman Plumbing, Heating and Air.
When that garage door doesn't open like it used to, then it's time to call Strobel Door and Repair of Russell. They'll travel to almost anywhere in Kansas to repair or replace garage doors for residential or commercial applications. The crews from Strobel can replace your garage door, adjust it, and can replace or fix your garage door opener. Call them and set up your appointment today and save on that frustration. Strobel Door and Repair of Russell. Call 785-483-7665. That's 785-483-7665.
You
see their trucks all over the area. The name, JDR Painting. They're getting great reviews for great painting jobs. JDR Painting, respecting your home and your business with great painting results. JDR Painting, a new way to get a little, medium, and big painting job done. You can even book your painting jobs online to be done when you want it done. Schedule it now at repaintkansas.com. JDR Painting, a new and refreshing way to paint.
Boy, I tell you what, take a look at that copper. A lot of value there in that copper. I guess I see another thing in there is the tangled web that's kind of weaved in with all the straight and the bent pipes. Kind of interesting. Ironically, this morning I got a call from my mom. It's 1 month tomorrow that my dad passed away, and my mom said, "Can you believe that 1 month has already gone by?" And I said, you know, ironically I can, because I remember after Blake's death that I remember sitting there the very next morning. I hadn't even gone to see him at the mortuary yet, and I remember telling my wife at the time that you know, in the snap of time, Blake will be dead 5 years. And what's amazing is, in the snap of time, it'll be 10 years that Blake has been dead. And my mom and I talked about that a bit, and she mentioned, she said, you know, I think for the first time in a month, I feel like I'm not drowning. And that's actually pretty amazing. In 1 month's time, you know, you don't feel like you're drowning, but in an instant, we talked about how you may not be drowning one moment, and then, gosh, 30 seconds later you are drowning. And you go back to the look of that copper, and you look at the twists and the turns and how that's all interwoven, and we were all just standing out here a little bit ago saying, man, there's a lot of money there. And it just kind of dawned on me. I'm like, that for so long was my life. It had value. It had a lot of value, you know, but ironically, it just had all those twists and turns, and over time, it's taken a lot of time. I've had this opportunity to kind of unbend slowly. If you take a piece of copper, if you just take a piece of copper like this here, and you bend it over, it kinks. And when you try to straighten these things back out, I don't care how slowly you try to bring that back, that kink is there forever. And my kinks are here forever. I don't deny it. Actually, I own them. Actually, you know what? I think really and truthfully, I wear them with pride now. I go back, I'm not afraid to say that I'm divorced twice. I'm just not afraid to say it anymore. I own it. It's part of me. It's made me who I am today. It's helping me grow and become a better, I don't even want to say a better person. It's making me who I am. And I'm proud of that. There's a lot of value in this. There's value in our lives. There's value in my mom calling and even understanding that she's not drowning today, and being okay with that. I remember after Blake's death, or after divorce, I just remember how you just feel like you just can't get above it, how that is your life. But I do know that if you let your walls talk, break down the barriers, guys, I'm telling you, guys, talk. Society will let you talk if you talk. But if you don't talk, people are just going to think you're angry. If your walls could talk, I'm telling you, and my walls will talk. Thanks you for joining us today. House to Home, if my walls could talk.